Good evening everyone, this is Nisha Rathod from VisionGATE and we have Atharva Vaidya with us who secured 746 in GATE 2022 and he'll be sharing his journey with us. So Atharva, how did you came to know about VisionGATE and how did it help you achieve your goal?
So actually I graduated in 2020 from Inception Institute of Technology and actually what happened was our college introduced this thing for GATE that in third year RSV sir used to take classes morning in our college, means not so till that time I knew that I was going to prepare for GATE, but I was not sure which institute to join and if I was going to give it seriously. But at that time I will say that sir used to take classes in the morning, and after seeing his approach to solving problems, dealing with behind the logic behind every problems and the way he explains all the concepts, so I felt that this was the right thing which is necessary for any student to tackle such a competitive exam. So without any hesitation, on the next day I called sir and I asked him that I wanted to take admission in your institute, sir. So he was also very, he welcomed me very happily, and we knew each other because I took his classes, means he used to take classes in our college nearly for 2 months, 3 months I think, and so I knew him means very well. So the next day I took admission in VisionGATE and I started studying. So the thing was, till I will say October, my focus was very high towards that. I finished my placements first. Sir used to tell regularly that don't sit for placements if you are fully focused, and I think that will be best for any aspirant who really wants to give GATE in their final year, because I will say that GATE means the exam is not that difficult, I will say, but the consistency which you have to maintain over a year, I feel that process is much difficult, and you have to believe him. He teaches everything very perfectly and very finely, even the test series and all. So the thing was, till October I was focused after placement, but due to certain, I will say, medical conditions I had faced, I could not give the last 3 months my 100% shot. So that year somehow I messed up. I will say about that thing.
So Atharva, as you mentioned about your medical condition, so it must be the lowest point of your journey. So how did you pick yourself up and started studying again, because that must be very tough?
Yeah, so actually the thing was that after 2020 February, the GATE exam, which was my first attempt, the lockdown period started from March, and I was a bit lazy, and the thing was that all the things, even the college final year was conducted online, so there was no seriousness and all these things. So I used to binge watch and all the TV series, movies, lot of things. I have wasted a lot of time, I agree that. I will say that actually during that time I still felt that there is at the back of mind a regret that what are you doing with your life. At that time even RSV sir had called me in month of May and he said that if you want to repeat GATE and give it this time seriously, you should join immediately, because already from generally January the sir's batches start for the next year's GATE. So I again procrastinated a bit and I thought that let's see, means we have still time. So again the final year exams were delayed and that whole procedure was done, and then I joined the job in December. I didn't join class, and then during the first 3 months I will say that I felt that I should again reattempt, because what I was doing after working, I felt that this is not what is meant to be done by me. So again I contacted RSV sir in February in 2021 approx I will say in month of June, and this year also there was a lockdown in the 21st 2021 June, so access was given, and to the drive and lectures were conducted regularly. There was no even sometimes I felt that means while working generally it's a bit hectic that you are also studying, but yeah, it gets used to, I will say, if you do it for 1 month, 2 months, and then it also gives you the boost that you are doing something extraordinary means. So yeah, I will say that you have to be I will say that you have to be more hardworking and more sincere and believe in him completely if you want to secure it.
So Atharva has a full-time job and he got such a good rank even after having a full-time job. So time management is very difficult even for people who invest all their time in studying for exams, and you considering sitting for placements and having a job must be really tough. So how did you used to manage your day, as in scheduling everything and also like keeping up with studies?
So I will say that preparing for GATE along with job is definitely tough. You means after the exhaustion of work, first of all you don't feel like studying at all. You feel like going out or watching something, means just to relax your mind and have fresh air. But I will say that I had some benefit also because this year was work from home. So I will say that thing worked in my favor, I will say, because there was no traveling time. Traveling, because it has a lot of impact on your mental health and exhaustion. So that was a positive effect, I will say. I used to study even when I was working, means actually I will not say studying, but I was continuously listening to sir's lectures. So at the back of your mind you are always in the mood of studying. So generally after 8 hours of working, I used to get up and have an exercise of around half an hour, that is running and a bit of jogging and all this stuff. Then I used to again come back after jogging, and then I used to again study for GATE for, I will say, around 4 to 5 hours, revise sir's notes, then revise sir's notes, and in September, October month, we started giving test series as sir recommended. At that time I would say that that time was a bit more hectic, I will say, because the revision work was also to be done continuously, and the test series, which are generally of 3 hours, the mock tests and all, is also to be added in this schedule while doing jobs. So that time I had to manage by getting up very early, so like I will say 6 o'clock and all this stuff, so that you have 3 to 4 hours more before you are joining. So yeah, that period was a bit hectic, but if you are focused that much, you can definitely do it.
So Atharva, as you told us that you used to binge watch series, so you definitely had some distractions, and everybody needs them because you need some buffer time to yourself. So did you replace them with some different recreational activities? Because you cannot just keep on studying constantly for multiple hours.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say here that generally, if you are really studying very hard and have this motivation of cracking it with a very high rank, I will say that you have to cut from TV series especially. I will not say movies, because they are much more addictive definitely, but they come in seasons, and you always wait for next season, this season, that season, and the episodes are also not like 3 hours. It generally goes for one episode is like 1 hour. So you unnecessarily spend more time. So I will say that, for example, on weekends, if you decide, so you can have movies, maybe 1 or 2 even, Saturday, Sunday, but that you have to schedule because that's a holiday generally for companies. But it depends on person to person, I will think. But I think that if the TV series part is a bit which can pull you and drag you down. So recreational activities, I will say, definitely you can go for, you should have at least, I will say, half an hour physical activity daily. It keeps you motivated, it makes you feel fresh. You need to have that energy because you cannot just study for these long hours. So yeah, I feel that at least half an hour, just maybe a simple walk, it can be, it doesn't need to be necessarily like workout or something like that, but maybe walking, running, it's sufficient.
So what were the mistakes you made while your journey which you think you wouldn't repeat if you were to give exams again?
Okay, if the biggest mistake which I would say is that during my final year, I feel that I could have focused much more on GATE than the placement, and I would recommend this for especially final year students. If you really want to have this big opportunity, please go for it fully. And even RSV sir focuses on this fact that you should not sit for placements because it's personal choice. Obviously, I'm not saying you should not, but if you are much more motivated and much more passionate about this exam and the reward it gives, completely follow RSV sir, and I will tend to say that to not sit for placements. What I will say.
So Atharva, what tips would you like to give to upcoming aspirants, and how would you like to motivate them?
First of all, motivation I will say has to come from yourself, because you want to achieve things. At last, it all depends on yourself. There are external motivation factors which will obviously affect you, because this is a long journey. That's the main thing. There will be ups and downs in your complete journey. When you will score low marks, you will feel that if I'm doing it correctly. Even you will get high marks. If you feel you are getting high marks, then you sometimes feel that okay, I know everything now, so I will generally tend to stay. But then in next series, you again next test series, you again come down, so you feel okay, so that was not the truth. So basically, I will say this path journey is very long. You just have to stay consistent and follow RSV sir if you are studying. And yeah, you have to keep yourself motivated during this time.
Thank you so much, Atharva. It is so nice to have you here sharing your experience with us. And I know everyone will find this very helpful. So VisionGATE will be right back with more toppers and their interesting journeys. Thank you so much.